Ever stared at your YouTrip transaction history with a sinking feeling? Maybe you sent money to the wrong person, or perhaps a merchant charged you twice. We've all been there, that moment of oops, how do I undo that? Well, you're in the right place because today, we're diving deep into the process of reversing a YouTrip transaction. It might seem daunting, but with the right steps, you can navigate this situation effectively. First things first, it's crucial to understand that reversing a transaction isn't always guaranteed. Think of it like sending a letter. Once it's in the postal system, recalling it can be tricky. Similarly, once a digital transaction is processed, the funds have typically left your YouTrip account and landed elsewhere. However, don't lose hope just yet. There are definitely avenues to explore. The absolute first thing you should do, the moment you realize there's an issue, is to contact YouTrip's customer support. Don't delay. Time is often of the essence in these situations. You can usually find their contact details, whether it's a phone number, email address, or in-app chat function, on their official website or within the YouTrip app itself. When you reach out, be prepared to provide them with all the necessary details of the transaction. This includes the date and time it occurred, the amount, the recipient's details if you have them, and a clear explanation of why you believe the transaction needs to be reversed. The more information you can give them, the better equipped they'll be to assist you. While you're contacting YouTrip, it's also a good idea to gather any supporting evidence you might have. For instance, if you were double charged by a merchant, screenshots of both transactions or any communication you've had with the merchant can be incredibly helpful. If you sent money to the wrong person, any details you have about that individual, even if it's just a username or a partial name, could prove useful. Think of yourself as a detective gathering clues. The more you have, the stronger your case. Now, let's talk about the different scenarios you might encounter and the potential outcomes. If the transaction was unauthorized, meaning someone accessed your account without your permission, YouTrip typically has robust procedures in place to investigate and potentially reverse the transaction. In such cases, it's vital to report the issue immediately and follow their instructions, which might include filing a police report. If the issue stems from a merchant error, like a double billing or an incorrect amount charged, your first point of contact should ideally be the merchant themselves. Explain the situation clearly and provide them with the transaction details and any supporting evidence. Many reputable merchants will be willing to rectify the error promptly. If the merchant is uncooperative or unresponsive, then YouTrip can step in to assist, often by initiating a dispute process on your behalf. This usually involves providing YouTrip with evidence of the error and allowing them to liaise with the merchant's bank. What if you sent money to the wrong person? This can be a bit trickier. If the recipient is also a YouTrip user, YouTrip might be able to help facilitate communication or potentially reverse the transaction if the recipient is cooperative. However, if the recipient is not a YouTrip user or is unwilling to return the funds, YouTrip's ability to directly reverse the transaction might be limited. In such situations, you might need to explore other avenues, such as legal options, although this is usually a last resort. Throughout this process, remember to keep clear and professional communication with YouTrip's customer support. Note down the names of the representatives you speak with, the dates and times of your interactions, and any reference numbers they provide. This documentation can be invaluable if you need to follow up or escalate the issue. Be patient but persistent. Reversing a transaction can take time, as it often involves communication between different financial institutions. Don't hesitate to follow up politely if you haven't heard back within a reasonable time frame. Ultimately, while YouTrip will do their best to assist you, the success of reversing a transaction often depends on the specific circumstances and the cooperation of other parties involved. By acting quickly, providing thorough information, and maintaining clear communication, you significantly increase your chances of a positive outcome. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.